Hey there, so today I'm gonna be talking about this be Van Halen's this be their seventh, I believe. Yeah, seventh studio album. Um which is 5150. So this would be the first album to feature Sammy Hagar on lead vocals. Um, so he replaced him in, I believe it was either 85 or 86, around that time. So this album here, it would, let me see here. So Sammy Hagar is on lead and backing vocals. Eddie Van Halen on guitar, keyboards, backing vocals. Michael Anthony on bass, guitar, backing vocals, and Alex Van Halen on drums. So I found this here was a great album. So on this album, they say it was released on March 24th of 1986. So the style of this album is a mixture of hard rock, glam metal, which I believe glam metal was starting to get quite big in the early 80s. I think it started getting very popular around 80, I want to say like 83, 84, probably around that time. Also, this had the style of kind of pop, rock, and synth pop. So when you think of Van Halen, you really don't think of pop music at all. So I found it was a great, great, great album. Great album. So it starts off with, before that, let me show you the inside here. Let me show you the inside. That's, and then the back of it. Found it was a great, great album. And some people that are fans of Van Halen and know like from when David Lee Roth was with them from 70, when he done the first album with them in 78. So the first album with Van Halen until like 84, and then Sammy Hagar done quite a few albums with them as well. So I'm not sure, like if you listen to Sammy Hagar era of Van Halen, you know that, and you know David Lee Roth. Comment down below which is your best. If you're a fan of Van Halen, your best era, is it David Lee Roth when he was with them, or Sammy Hagar? Me myself, it's a hard one because I like both. Very, very hard. Yeah, so like I said, this was released on March 24th of 1986. So it starts off with Good Enough. Why Can't This Be Love? Which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that became a, not sure if that was a single released as well as a single. I'm not sure, but it became a big hit. Why Can't This Be Love? And I believe there was a music video for that as well. After that is Get Up, Dreams, Summer Nights, Best of Both Worlds, Love Walks In, 5150. The very last song is Inside. Here's the back of it. Oh, just a minute. But yeah, I found myself. It's a hard one, like, meaning which era is better, Sammy Hagar or David Lee Roth? Myself, I like both because I like his solo career as well. Sammy Hagar, so it's a hard one for me, but I don't know. It's kind of like a tie, I would have to say. Some might say David Lee Roth. For me, it's a hard one. I really don't know. There's the back of it. All the songs on the back. And they did release, if I'm not mistaken, a music video for Why Can't This Be Love? They might have done one for Dreams in both, Best of Both Worlds, if I'm not mistaken, I think. I definitely know they did a music video for Why Can't This Be Love? But yeah, what a great, I really enjoyed it because it had that different style to this album. It wasn't like, if you heard of the early Van Halen from like the first album, that would be like kind of definitely hard rock. The second album as well. But yeah, what I liked about this, it was a little different because, it had that like hard rock, glam metal, had that little bit of pop rock, synth rock to it, which I found was a little different. Like if you think of Van Halen, you probably don't think of that. But it was a great, great album. I really, really enjoyed it. But yeah, like I said, going back to what do I think is better, like Sammy Hagar era or David Lee Roth? That's a very hard one because, like I said, I like both. So yeah, going back to this, like I said, great, great, great album. Definitely, if you're a fan of Van Halen, and you never heard this album, definitely, I recommend definitely to check it out. Because if you only heard the, when David Lee Roth was with him, and you never heard Sammy Hagar era with Van Halen, definitely a great album. I liked his stuff. Definitely his solo career as well. Had a lot of big hits. Quite a few big hits like I Can't Drive 55, which I believe came out in 84. And like I said, not long after that. Like I said, this was 1986 when this came out. And I said this was his first album with them. So I wasn't sure if he joined them. If it was 85, I believe he might have joined Van Halen in 1985. I believe he joined. Yeah, I believe 85. I think he joined him in 1985. But yeah, great album. Like I said, I believe they released some music. They definitely released a music video for Why Can't This Be Love? I believe Dreams, they might have done a music video for that. Love Walks In, they might have. Both of Best of Both Worlds, I believe they've done a music video for that as well. Definitely in the 80s. I think it was like sometime in the 80s. That was quite big for, bands. Because back in the day, before that, I don't think they'd done any music videos. Sometime in the 80s, they started doing music videos. Like back in the day, it'd be very rare. But anyways, going back to this, love the whole album from the beginning to the end. So it starts, like I said, it starts off with Good Enough. Why Can't This Be Love? Get Up. Dreams, Summer Nights, Best of Both Worlds, Love Walks In, 5150. The very last song is Inside, so there's the back. Great, great album. I really, really enjoyed this album. So let me know what you think. What your favorite album of theirs is. If you're obviously a lot of people that's watching this probably heard of Van Halen. Yeah, like on this, like Eddie Van Halen did quite a few. Like he played guitar, played keyboards as well. The first time I think he played that I can think of was probably Jump. Played keyboards, electric guitar on that. I believe that also had synthesizer. That was in '84, I believe. Might have been around that time. Sometime they started doing that. Quite different for like a hard rock band, because Van Halen, I consider them, I would say, a heavy metal hard rock band. Later on, like they were starting to, like a lot of bands would do. Later on, they would kind of change it up. You know what I mean? Over the years, their style of music. But great, great, great album. There's the back of it. But great, great album. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you heard this album before, definitely, me myself, really, really enjoyed it. So I go through the songs again, then I'm going to finish it off. So it starts off with Good Enough, Why Can't This Be Love, Get Up, Dreams, Summer Nights, Best of Both Worlds, Love Walks In, 5150, Inside, and the very last song is Inside. So yeah, let me know what you think. Also, yeah, I said this was something I did not know. Produced by, okay, obviously a lot of albums were produced that Van Halen did. They produced their own, I believe, as well. So it said produced by Van Halen, as well as Mick Jones. Oh yeah, interesting. Mick Jones, who played for the band Foreigner. Mick Jones, the song Cold as Ice, he was like the lead guitarist for Foreigner. He produced this album as well. That's very interesting. I did not know that. Wow. Oh yeah, oh wow, I did not know that. Musician. Well, I knew he was a musician, singer. I knew that. Producer as well. So he produced this album. Wow. Quite a few albums he probably produced as well. I did not know that. Wow. Interesting. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. And if I got another one to do, not sure if I'm going to get that done today. Possibility I might. So let me know what you think, and thank you so much for every single one of you support my channel. Greatly appreciate it, and appreciate that, and have a good day, and bye.